But what do you know? We're finally live. I apparently have no idea how to copy and paste things out of Discord. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I typed out the stream key. I copied and pasted the stream key. I wrote it down and I don't know. I don't know. But we're here. We're live. Twisted Tuesday Arca series. I've done this intro 3 times, by the way, thinking that I was live. So we're 1 lap to green here. We've had 2 cautions.
Replay.
And I'm very far behind because I was trying to sort my replays out. So there we go. We got the 29. Eli Green's taking him off for the start here. A 12 car behind him. Andrew Wagner started on the pole tonight. I think he's struggling a little bit with this 29 though. The 29's been quick and been right up his bumper the whole time we've been running. Still got a lot to figure out though on this track. It hasn't rubbered up yet. We've had 2 pretty quick cautions. It started out with John Sanu and Steve Blankenship got into the wall there. The first caution, it was Blankenship snapped it loose and 099 got into the 81 for the second caution, and we're pretty much sorting out what lines we're going to run here. A multi-groove racetrack. These guys have been taking it 3 wide multiple times, so I think we're going to let the dust settle here. Guys are trying to get that win and get into the chase. This is a win-you're-in deal. I believe all the slots are filled, but somebody could still get that win and put themselves just over that edge on points. We're going to go back through the field just a little bit here. Going to navigate on back. I think we got the 12 car. Andrew Wagner, like he said, he's started on the pole. Starting to struggle a little bit. He's got the 26 of Keaton Tripp coming up on him. Keaton's started back in about the 6th position. He's moved up through the field pretty quick. There's 89 of Brandon Winning. He's a pretty new driver to iRacing in general. He started in April. He's since got himself a win here at WFO. Putting down a 4th place run as of late. Ooh, 26 had a good run on the 12. He had to check up a little bit. Going back on through, Trent Ripley running in 5th place. It's a good night for Trent right now. It's a pretty identifiable race car, if I do say so myself. You can't miss that thing on the track. Behind him, you got the 21 of Gary Waterworth, and I'm not familiar with Gary. Seems like he's having a pretty good night, running in the top 10. Like he's got, I'm not real sure what's on the hood of that car. Is it Gary the Snail, I think? This is like a SpongeBob themed car there. Behind him, the 18 of Nick Gardner. But Nick's having a pretty solid night as well. Sitting in 7th. You're going to go 3 wide here on the backstretch right in front of him. 21's not sure if he's in for it here. The 09 of Trent Ripley's now to the outside of Nick. I'm going to say Todd McGregor might be a little bit off the pace here. Might be some lap traffic. Go back one more. Look at John Sanu. He's recovering pretty decent from that early caution. If I was John, I probably wouldn't even have burned my fast repair for that contact with the wall. He did a hell of a job keeping it out of the fence. I mean, he had it completely 180, snapped it back to the left, and for the most part, he avoided crashing the crap out of that thing. Behind him, Mason Wetzel. Running back through the field. He's coming up on that 71 real quick. Putting it right on the edge. You got the 10 of Rick Fagone here. I think he's going to round out your top 10. Car having a pretty quiet night right now. Behind him, Hal Amy, 2 HJRM drivers. 10 and 11th. It's usually early on in the race, you don't hear too much from these guys. It's when you have about 30 to go, you start seeing that cream rise to the top. So I'm not too worried about their position. 10 cars locked into the chase anyway. I don't think he's going to try to push the issue tonight. Just get a solid points night. Heading into the chase. Hal Amy, however, I believe does need a win. So it would be nice to see him get up there and claim this one. He did win this track last season. And I believe it was in the ARCA series that he did it in. So we know he can get it done. Behind him, the 8-car Blankenship. His field's pretty spread out right now. Steve's all by his lonesome. Derek Robinson behind him. There's probably about a 2-second or about a second gap between everybody. We got the 81 and the 70. They're close together. It's Travis Pryor and Burt Wilson. They're pretty close together, I guess. Burt's starting to put a little gap on him, but Corey Cook way back from all these guys. This field must be a pretty definitive line that you have to run at this track for them to gap out this much that early. Marty Peterson and Ryan Daniels back here. I think this is about 16th position. David Moody back here in 17th. But Corey Cook, I believe, is a lap down, and Richard Holland is way back here. I'm not sure if this is strategy, maybe play it conservative and just see how much fuel you can save, or maybe they don't want to interfere with anybody's hopeful. Oh, he does have a little right rear damage, actually. So I do see that. Like the right clip on that is pretty bent. Back up in the front, Austin Wagner just made a pass for the lead. He chased down the 29 of Eli Green. It's Andrew Wagner. I apologize. Might be Austin. I don't know. Those guys share accounts, so they're always back and forth. The 12 car is getting it done, showing everybody why he got the pole. Putting that NOS Energy 12 right up in the front. Eli Green's not giving up, but it is about a car length gap between them now. Oh, that was a different line there through 3. Looks like he did get a little run out of it. Go back here to 3rd place. Keaton Tripp just kind of sitting and watching these guys sort it out. Doggerland's definitely a track that you want to save tires as much as possible. Especially if you start to get a run on somebody, you want to have that so you can make that last minute pass or get that position without too much effort. As soon as you start racing around a guy for a couple laps, you notice it immediately. All that saving on your tires, it goes away real fast. Gary Waterworth, I believe he's worked himself up to 4th place here. He's on the move. Doesn't look like Gary the Snail right now. 21's pretty quick. He's made up a lot of ground on these leaders. He'll definitely be catching him here around green flag pit stop time. Looks like he's got a little bit different line in 3 and 4 as well. Back here behind that, we got the 18 of Nick Gardner. It's just basically a field is so spread out. I'm just trying to siphon through and find a little battle. We got the 89 of Brandon Winning and the 10 of Rick Fagone. There's a little pass for, I believe it was 8th place. Now Amy's worked himself up to 9th. So they were passing some cars. Trent Ripley was up there in 5th earlier. He's a little off the pace. He's just hanging on to the top 10, but he's got the 70 of Burt Wilson looking to claim that spot. There he goes with the inside. Not much resistance, and that 09's definitely off the pace here. I think he might have burned him up trying to hang out with that 5th place and I think he's going to have to reevaluate the line that he's taking into the corners, maybe back it up a little bit more. Save those tires a little bit longer. Be good to know, though. Maybe practice a short run, as we had 099s coming down pit road, and he had just about lost it. Let's go. If we can go back and watch the 099 coming into pit road. We're going to have to skip ahead a lap here. Looked like he had locked it up a little bit, actually, in the front end. Just wonder if he got a speeding penalty for that. I must have went back way too far. I don't know where that was. Maybe went back too many laps. I thought I just hit the incident button and it would take me back to it, but apparently it took me back way further than that. So we'll just skip ahead. Here we got green flag pit stops going on. The 12 car has actually got his pit stop done, so I don't think the 3 car's pitted yet. Might be putting the 10 car as the leader here as we work around. Looks like Nick Gardner, 21. Gary Waterworth is your leader right now. These guys are probably going to push these tires as far as they can on the fuel run. Spread out as the field would be, I think that'd be the plan. I know you're going to make up a little bit of time, but if it goes green the rest of the way, you got one less pit stop. It doesn't matter how much time you saved on the track with tires. Full lap is it's hard to overcome with a pit stop. Oh, the 21 just about put her in the fence there. That was a close one. Old Gary the Snail's back in his shell for that one. Like he's got the thing all the way out to the edge. Coming out of 4. These boys still have not pitted yet. Looks like the 3 of Hal Amy getting passed by some of these guys that have fresher tires. They're fighting to get their lap back here. It might be time to bring it down pit road. I'm not sure yet. You know that 18 is good at this. He's already factored it in. He's done the math in his head. He did the calculations before you and I could even figure this out. He's very good at saving fuel and knows how to run these things exactly the amount of laps that they need before they're starved to death. The old dent wizard. Working good. And they're staying out for another one. This is interesting. I'm not sure. There's probably a good 5-lap gap now between the first pit stops and like how Amy finally brought it down pit road. So there's some very different strategies going on here. Making it into a stall. Good stop here. Still trying to figure out what's going on with Richard Holland. I know he's got a little bit of damage. I'd like to know where he got it from. If it was on a restart or what exactly happened. He just showing a lap down at this point.
Caution, sorry.
And there's a caution. That's not what Hal Amy wanted. I think some of these guys that stayed out there, they're going to benefit from this. Oh, the Travis Pryor, poor guy, got caught up on pit road there. I'm trying to figure out what might have brought that out. Don't have a car number for that. Just going to hit the incident button. There we go. 09 got it hung up on the outside. Self-spin by the 099. If we can go back just a little bit further and see what happened. Oh, he got into the wall. hit the safer barrier, so it wasn't snappy loose. It just kind of shot off that safer barrier, and that wall's a little tough to judge when you're coming into the corner like that, hanging it up there. I know on our camera angles it looks like it should be easy, but it's really not. Especially when you come off of the preload in the dog leg, it kind of wants to float through that section of the track. So he might have been steering away from the wall the whole time, and it still didn't come off of it. And he looks like he's checking the sway bar length to make sure he didn't break it. I'd say it's good, Mason. I think it's ready. Alright, let's move back up here. We got the pit stop cycled out now. Looks like the 12 car, after all of this, is going to benefit from it. They might be wave around cars. I don't know if they ever got their lap back or not. I know the 21 had stayed out and the 18 was still out there. They might have just been coming down pit road when that caution come out. It is going to be a little bit interesting. Still showing the 21 as your leader, but I don't know that the scoring is correct right now. Showing Richard Holland in 5th, so I know something's not quite right yet. It might have been the way the pit stop cycled out. But I think we're going to have some guys peel it down pit road here. '61 and Corey Cook did come down pit road. Alright, and I apologize. I have not brought up my YouTube chat yet. It was all I could do to just get the channel to go live, so I apologize for not brought responding. Up my YouTube chat yet. Hi, Diana. Going back in time a little bit. Again, sorry if I delayed any of the voting, anything that happened and went through the stream tonight. I had a problem with the stream key. I'm not quite sure why it doesn't work for me, and then all I have to do is copy and paste it from Discord, and somebody will send it to me, and then suddenly it'll work. I don't understand it. I really wish I did so I could prevent it from happening, but I put the stream up at, it was 8:45. Streamed for about 10 minutes, realized it wasn't working, took it down, copy and pasted it, ran it again. Did exactly what I usually do, and it wouldn't take it. So I don't know if generating a new stream key is the trick to allowing me in here, or what goes on, but I don't think you can actually create a new one. I think it's just if you ask for it on YouTube, then suddenly it's like, okay, someone's gonna join. I don't know how all that works. I'm a Twitch guy, so. Alright, so we're getting this field sorted out. It's all kinds of confused. We're doubled up here. 21, Gary Waterworth. It's going to lead him off here. He's in the EDS Dodge Charger. I believe they delayed the green. Some cars maybe not being able to catch up here before the green on their wave around. We had an issue with this last week where there was pretty much the whole field minus 3 cars were a lap down. So they had to delay the green because they weren't able to all get past the pace car and wrap back around the track in time. It's a little tougher when you have 20 or 30 cars trying to get a wave around it. That makes things a little confusing, so. Look at how happy Gary is sitting up there in the lead. Clean air on the hood. Gary's ready to go. That's a pretty neat paint job. I like that. So that's Gary the Snail on Twitch. Gary the Snail _12. I like that paint scheme a lot. Alright, so it looks like after the cycle, I don't have to worry about that 31 anymore. I was kind of concerned for the run he was having tonight, but it looks like it's cycled itself out. He's got that thing repaired. He's cleaned her up. Because he started up towards the front tonight, and I was a little concerned. So here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. It's only the first 3 rows that are doubled up right now. Green flag is in the air. 21 did not go. I might be just a skosh behind on my live, but we can deal with this one. The 18 of Nick Gardner is going to fall in line in front of the 31 of Richard Holland, but that 21 is taking off. Put about a car length gap. He's running a little bit different groove down the backstretch as well. Now he's going to scoot up into 3, get his entry point. And that thing's a rocket ship going into 3. He's running just a little bit higher than everybody else. He doesn't have it pinned down to that apron. It seems to be working for him. Seems like he finds a little bit more speed on the exits doing that. Somebody's going to find this line and run it eventually. But ooh, it looks like the 18 of Nick Gardner is looking inside now. 21's probably not going to fight him too much. He knows that he has the car to beat in the long run. 31, Richard Holland's going to go to his inside as well. It's opening the door for a couple more guys to come on by. Ryan W. Daniels behind these guys, moving up through the field. After all that cycled out there, the 00 is finding himself in 4th place. We still got a battle for 2nd. That 21's not giving up yet. This is going to burn those tires up. I don't know who's going to lose more, the guy on the outside or the guy on the inside. These guys are losing ground to that 18. I think it was only about a 2-lap battle, so these guys should be okay. Moving on back here. Todd McGregor in the top 5. There's your pole sitter. Looks like he's got 6th place. He's got Corey Cook looking to his inside. I don't know if Corey got that lap back. He should be back on the lead lap. Andrew Wagner got his work cut out for him now. Had a weird pit cycle, got him back here and just hanging out in the top 10 now. He's got a quick one too. Seems like he's saving it a little bit, letting some of these guys get runs on him. He doesn't want them to get around him and race him, but he's got to be conservative. Especially if this field spreads out like it did before. The field spread out in about 10 laps, and it didn't take long for these guys to start playing field strategy and working the numbers in their heads. We got the 3 of Hal Amy here. Not quite sure what happened to the 3. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage on the right side of that thing. Here's the 88 of David Moody. Running back here in 19th place. I believe it's actually 17th place. I apologize. Having a quiet night tonight. Artie Peterson was up towards the front earlier. I think he's got a little bit of damage. Might have a little bit of smoke and roll before that caution come out. 38 of Derek Robinson. Just inside the top 15. Guys are all spread out back here already. Not until you get up towards this top 10 and it starts to get a little hairy. As you got the 00 of Daniels kind of falling off pace here. Looks like he's worked back to about 7th place. He's got the 12 looking inside of him now. This thing probably is getting tight. From the looks of things, it's getting very tight. Keaton Tripp's going to follow suit here around the 00. Actually, the door opened up for the 12 as well. Might be able to get him and going into 1. He's got his nose just on the inside of him. There's 3 wide behind him there. 29, 00, and the 70. See if they take it into 3. Nope. Bert said, I don't want any of that. Back up towards the front here. Got the 31. Made a pass around that 21. Made the pass around the 18. Put him in P1. Richard Holland showing him what's up. Chicagoland is one of those tracks that just changes very quick. We had the pole sitter up here, the 12, and now he's struggling. He's back there and just inside the top 10. I think he's... Okay, the 12 is actually in 4th place, so he's moving back up through, according to my scoreboard here. So he's top 5. We do have a car in the wall back there. The 18 brushed it a little bit. '31 does have about a 2nd lead. Pretty sure my scoring's off. That's a lot more than... I'd like to think that's more than 3/10. Maybe my eyes need checked. And there's a caution.
Give me your 10th there, bud.
Like we caught just the tail end of that as the 09 kind of gathered up. Back end into the fence. The 89 there on the inside of him. Alright, the sparks are flying. Let's see what happened here. But the 09 might have got a little tight. Man, they couldn't get off each other after that started. See if we can get another camera angle on that. Yeah, the 09 just got a little tight. Pushed up the track. There it is, caution number 5. The 89 is not happy. It appears that he's swerving to show disapproval. They'll iron out the wrinkles. 89 has got his fast repair. They'll be fine. We're starting pit stops now. Let's see what the race off pit road looks like. The 31's going to pull it into his stall. Let's see who does win the race off pit road. That 21 just shot out of there like a rocket. Looks like the 31's gonna make it though. I thought that 21 might have had it on that one.
What's happening, Coop?
What's up, Vern?
Yeah, you got a lot of likes going on the broadcast. I figured
Good.
I'd come in and run it.
Sweet.
Where's
What's up?
Nation?
He was sitting down there in the old tech booth. I'm not sure why he'd be hanging out there.
He's probably sleeping.
Oh, yeah, that was probably the quietest place in the whole channel is the tech booth. Like, if you don't pass tech here, I mean...
What he probably did was took a nap several hours ago and never got up for the broadcast.
I mean, all that coloring he does all day, it's probably stressing him out.
Maybe. It could have something to do with the color. I heard it makes you tired like that, really sleepy. And
Well, if you use a lot of blues and yellows, you know, it stresses your eyes and makes you think that it's daytime, you know.
Hi, Diana. Hi, Tabitha. Hi, Junior. Mike. Denise.
Getting caught up on your chat.
Yep, getting caught up on the whole chat thing and getting tuned into the race to see what's going on.
WFO Racing Network let them know that I was sorry for the late start.
It wasn't your fault. Something going on with YouTube. Because I think that chat, I don't think the key was different, was it?
No, it never changes, man. I even copied and pasted.
The same key.
Yep.
What you're just going to have to do is just, I don't get it. I really don't, because even if it's the same, your copy and paste is the same key.
Yeah. Do you think that when you go in to generate or grab the stream key, that maybe that's what's allowing me to come in suddenly? Maybe there's some kind of protocol that has to be done?
I'm not changing nothing. All I'm doing is going to the stream key, hitting copy, and then sending it to you.
Huh.
Literally, I'm just copying and pasting it. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I do, too. And then every time I ever look at it, it's identical, so... I even tried to be proactive on that tonight and didn't even mess around. I just went into OBS and deleted it and copied and pasted it directly from the chat we had last time.
So you feeling better tonight, good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, that was a good 5 days of coughing. I had a false positive for that. I did have a false positive. Yeah.
You had to beat the COVID to get back to the broadcast.
They let me in.
Yep. Oh, we let you back. We don't believe in quarantine here.
Well, they're doubled up, Vern.
Nothing.
Are you
herd immunity? Yep, they're 2 by 2.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you were in here now.
Yep, I can see it. Richard Holland, the leader in the 31. 21 of Gary Waterworth.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I got it right, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nick Gardner back there in 18, 12 of Andrew Wagner. And I think we're getting ready to do some green flag racing, dude.
I'm going to bump my volumes up just a skosh.
There we go. Holland going to lead them off right here.
I was a little bit concerned with that 31 earlier in the race. He was all the way back in 20th position. He had a little damage.
Man, I'll tell you, some positions changed right there. 21 went back a couple spots. Eli Green in the 29 taking a spot away. Now the 21's going to battle back for third inside the 18. He ain't the only one. 12 right behind him. Andrew Wagner also joining the battle in the NOS Energy car. Damn it, Coop, we got a race.
Yeah, they raced pretty hard up in this top 10. They've been taking it 3 wide multiple times. That 29's making a pass for the lead right now. It's been interesting, too, to see this track change, because when they started out, it looked a little bit loose, a little greasy, and it's since tightened up a lot. And these guys have spread the field out in about 10 laps because it's so tight they can't pass each other.
Right.
So they're putting a good cushion in front of them to actually make it turn.
Yeah, I never got a chance to test the car. I did put a 2-hour practice session up yesterday, and then I went and took a nap. Missed the whole damn thing, and I kind of wanted to get in there and help a driver out, but, you know, you get tired and stay up late doing this sometimes. You get tired. Time to take a nap.
Speaking of Nation, you gotta just pull him up here and see what happens.
Nothing will happen. He's
Nothing will
yellow
happen?
on this. No, if you look, he's idle.
Oh, okay.
We'll pull him up here anyway. That way when he wakes up, we'll be like, what the fuck?
He'll be hearing our voices in his dreams.
Yep. Nation, wake up. Wake up, you fucker. He ain't waking up, dude.
He's not waking up.
We tried. We give it a try, but he ain't.
You'll hear him wake up in a minute cussing because his wife probably put his hand in a bowl of water. So he pissed himself.
Pissed himself, yep. I don't even think she has to. He's old. He'll piss himself anyway.
We're back here with Keaton Tripp, the 12 of Andrew Wagner. They're racing pretty hard for P5.
I'll tell you, I've been watching this 21 car coupe, and I don't know why they call this guy the Snail.
No, that's what I was saying. Gary the Snail is not fitting for him, but he definitely
He got her up there, don't he?
He's definitely owning up to it, though. Look, did you see the hood of that thing?
Yeah.
Pretty neat paint job.
It is pretty cool.
This thing is tight. You can tell, man, when they get up on each other. It's just pushing right up the track.
Keaton Tripp right there in the 26. Man, I'll tell you what, they've done up that 26 car just a little bit more on his paint scheme as well.
Yep.
Put some flames on that thing, make it look like it's burning. Fire!
A little bit of fire, since we lack the fire tonight. Take some fire to wake his ass up.
I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, why in the fuck are there no overlays on it? It's because I'm watching it on iRacing.
Panic for a second there?
Well, I don't have any overlays up when I do it. I open up my ATVO, but only for the timing and scoring.
No.
I don't use it for anything else.
But you see this already. This field is already spreading out, like, big time.
Yeah, they're spreading out a bit. Probably because the car's so tight, like you were saying.
Yeah, they definitely can't turn it on top of each other, so keep it out of the wall.
We still got 20 drivers out there, and Mason Weitzel in the 099, keep an eye on him. He's always one to watch for. Mason's pretty fast in these things. I've done a lot of battles with him.
He's quick.
He's back there racing around the 70 of Burt Reynolds.
That was some close.
They're
Burt Reynolds, yeah. They're very close coming out of two.
Like another vote coming in for Mr. Hal Lamy. Now Mason's going to clear him now.
Yeah, I think Burt just said, okay, I'll move.
That's going to move the 099 up to the ace spot. He's got Mr. Enrique Fagone up ahead, and the Dent Wizard right in front of him, Nick Gardner.
About 30 laps ago, it was looking like it was going to be a fuel strategy. There was a good 10 laps between the first guys that pitted and the last guys that started pitting. Nick Gardner and Gary Waterworth had stretched their fuel run to the max.
Weitzel caught him. This battle's going to heat up good as you see Fagone trying to get to the outside of the 18 of Nick Gardner. And it's the 12 of, is that Andrew Wagner I see in front of them?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that was your pole sitter tonight.
They're still side by side. This is for the, I don't know, 6th position probably.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Mama Riddle. Nation isn't here. He's sleeping again. Look at that 3 wide coupe.
There they go.
3 wide for 6. Nick Gardner caught in the middle in the 18. Oh man, he scared 18 up the track.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he was going to get into the 10. Now the battle's between the 10 and the 99 of Mason Weitzel. 099.
It's a little bit different line for that 10 car. He's not pinning it on the bottom of the track. It's leaving that door open for some guys.
Man, I'll tell you though, that Texaco card's able to pin it down there and still get a run.
Yep.
Now he's going to get the 10 cleared going into the turn here, I believe. I don't know. 10 might fight back on the outside, Coop.
Oh, they touched. They touched.
Close.
They did. They did touch.
I believe he cut a guy's nose off right there.
Yeah, maybe.
Now we're 75 in now of 125, so getting close to it. It's go time, Coop.
Yeah, it's definitely go time. I think some of these guys are crunching the numbers, like how far can I stretch it? How many pit stops? So I know that 18's doing that exact thing right now. He's already got it figured out.
Yeah, I'm looking at that 21 making the pass on P2 right now. He's going to get around the 29 of Eli Green.
Gary the Snail is smiling right on the hood. He sees the clean air. He sees the lead.
In fact, the Snail might have found some turbo speed. He's a turbo Snail, Coop.
Turbo Snail. You ever watch that movie?
Nope.
That's a pretty good movie. Turbo? It was about a snail. Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen it. It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been a long time, though. You got to remember, my youngest is 18 now. So
Yeah, there's that.
It's been a good little while.
Hell, I never grew up, man. I'm still watching animated movies. Pixar, anything Pixar makes. Cars movies, I love those.
I don't even watch much TV anymore.
My boy loves Lightning McQueen. That's all we watch.
So they got a little about the same gap going on between first, second, and third now. And Mason Weitzel back there making another pass. He's definitely the car on the move.
Keaton Tripp just clipped the wall coming out of 4.
Tripp rode that wall, man. He right reared it.
That safer barrier is a little bit deceitful at this track because it doesn't ride all the way around that front stretch.
But I'll tell you what Keaton Tripp's got. He's got a whole back bumper full of the 099 of Mason Weitzel. Weitzel is on the move. He's going for it, Coop.
He's moving up through the field pretty quick.
Eli Green and the 29 right ahead of them. And there goes Mason Weitzel to the bottom of the track, and I believe he's going to clear the 26. He does.
Oh, for sure. At 26 is
to the 4th position now.
26 is losing a lot of ground coming out of 4 too. He's still tight.
I believe he was losing a lot of his right front tire, and that's what got him up there to flirt with the wall to begin with there a couple laps ago.
And then you wall slap it. Yeah, they're cooked.
They probably seen their better days.
It is getting to that window here. Where some of these guys started pitting.
The 099 marching his way towards the front, but he's got 3 more to get around if he wants to go up here and get a win. And I'm going to tell you, they get harder to pass from this point on, Coop.
Oh, for sure.
The 26 is still able to hang with him pretty good after he made his little appointment with the outside wall, had a date with him. Had a date with the wall. And he's able to run up on the 099, but the 099's getting in the dirty air from the 29. And damn it, feller, we have a race.
I don't know if I just broke the stream here. I had a pop-up I can't get rid of.
No, just close your pop-up out. Drag that window down. I just dragged that shit out of the way, and
it got stuck behind my overlay, and I couldn't grab a hold of it.
Yeah, I have that happen a lot. Oh, here we go. We got a battle now. Almost going to be a 3-car. 099 of Mason Weitzel taking it downtown to the bottom of the track. Seeing a lot of love in the chat going on.
Mason's not cutting him any slack. He just moved him up the track.
Eli Green in the 29 outside wall after a little door love with the 099. Now he's going to run up in front of the damn 26, and now he's going to battle back with the 26. 26 going up the hill. And 29's in the wall again, and the 099's wrecking through the grass. Mason Weitzel skidded her all the way down the pit road. I think he might be done for.
Yeah, I'd say that's about it for the night. He is putting tires on it.
The 84 laps in, this driver right here, 31. Richard Holland, but I have a feeling he's going to have company pretty quickly from the snail.
Snail's been hanging back there at about 0.4 of a second, 0.5 of a second. It's been a pretty consistent gap, actually. Well, there he put about 0.2 on him, so.
Exactly. You know, Holland looking in that rearview mirror, he sees the snail closing in.
Inching his way up there. I think they're getting close to this window, man. Some of these guys pitted about this time on our first green flag pit stop, so.
Coming 86 right now, 125, so. There's still some laps to turn here.
I was trying to get back to third place, but there was such a gap that I kept zooming to the pace car.
I'll tell you, I'm watching these two cars, and I'm thinking Holland might have backed up to him on purpose.
Maybe get him burn his tires up a little bit.
You need to get him to use his tires up and save his a little so he's got something for the backside of the run. And because I noticed he could only close up so far on the 31, and it
then he gets
equaled
tight.
Out.
Yep.
He got tight and it equaled out. So I think the 31 might be managing his tires a bit up there and just managing the gap behind him.
I'd say aero is definitely playing a big role in how these guys are driving tonight.
Oh, yeah, you get stuck behind somebody and that sumbitch turned about like a dump truck and the 31's coming to pit road.
21's going to follow suit, maybe?
Oh, if he makes it. Boy, he sent her in there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He used the high line. Sent her right in there.
See who beats him off pit road. I watched these guys battle pit road a couple times tonight, and the 31's edged him just every time. Just every time. Get out just in the nose.
These green flag pit stops, though, I mean, you can't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you're done for.
Yep.
This will kill an entire race right here. So these guys got to be very, very careful. And I'd say this is probably going to be their final pit stop. Oh, look at the 21. Not going to beat him off pit road, though. The 31, Richard Holland, beats them.
The benefits of that second and first stall, you can just gun it right out of there.
But who's going to get up to speed here quicker? The 21 just giving it everything that it's got off of pit road. Got it even sideways a little bit.
Yeah, he was scrubbed it there. That's going to give Richard a pretty good gap there coming out.
Yeah, Holland able to... it's about the same after they get back up to speed here. So green flag pit stops happening. Lap 90 of 125. Can they make it 35 laps on fuel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They can run this one to the end.
Hi, Desiree.
And I know
But they only have 50% fuel.
I can tell you right now that some of these guys stretched it all the way out to 38 laps on the first stint. And I'm looking at a guy right now that if it is possible.
We're pitting inside their window. As you see Holland right there going around a lap car. That Leo Lortz there?
I wasn't quite on the 31. That Brandon winning
in the 89.
Yep. And but I'm pretty sure that if there's anybody out here that's gonna know how far you can push it,
I agree with Helmlinger on it. I don't see anyone being able to push it past 31 or 32.
that 18's gonna figure it out. That'll be the guy that knows.
If he does figure it out, it'll be the 18. You're right. And Rosie will dial that down, won't it?
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you a car, and I'm looking there right now because if I go back a season, and I'm pretty sure it was maybe last season or the season before, this is a track, and it may be the last track that this driver right here found victory lane, and that's Hal Amy in the 3.
Yep. We talked about that earlier in the stream. That was Hal's win last season.
Last season. Yeah, it was just last season that he was able to come in Chicagoland and win. And that was before the nighttime thing, before they lit this track up. And I don't know if maybe the night is not agreeing with them or what kind of issues the three's having tonight, but I'm seeing it's a lap down.
We've had 2 tire builds since that win. They changed the track time. I mean, the ARCA car doesn't handle anymore like it used to.
Oh, battle for the lead.
Yep.
The snail has got him. Maybe, maybe not.
I think he's going to clear him going into 1, just barely.
The line.
Now, Holland's going to have his work cut out for him here.
I'll tell you what, man. He might be trying to save him a couple laps of fuel.
Yeah, just get back behind that 21.
Back after him, though. Crossover. So, Gary Watersworth took the lead. Now Richard Holland's fighting back for it.
He'll lead that time by.
He'll lead it, but he's still got that 21 car to his outside. Now he's going to clear him. But do we see another crossover brewing?
Maybe not a crossover, but coming to that outside, he's got the run.
To the outside, and he's out there.
It's some hard racing for the lead boys. 31 to go.
31's going to pull her out ahead, though. Richard Holland going to take the lead back from the 21 of the Gary the Snail. And they're running it hard. These guys ain't saving fuel.
No, there's no saving here.
These front two aren't saving, but I'm going to go back and find a driver that is. I'll guarantee it. Well, I can tell you that this driver and the 00 have the least amount of laps on their tires.
Yeah.
18 and 00. Yep. They can make it on fuel.
They stretched it out as far as they could.
Yep, they stretched it out and they can make it on fuel.
That's what I was talking about earlier. There was so many different pit strategies. There was a 10-lap gap between who pitted first and who pitted last. And they had the caution. Yeah, they had the caution not come out. I think Nick probably would have come out on top of that.
Side by side, the 21's back underneath the 31. That lap will go to probably the 21, and he's going to clear him. Maybe. Not yet.
Not yet.
Man,
fighting that outside again.
Without a fight. 21 working the bottom. That's Gary the Snail, 31 of Richard Holland, and these guys are just battling. Now the 21's going to send it off in the corner coop.
You can hear those tires liking that, though, coming off of 4 like that. They're burning them up.
Yep, that's a good way to burn that right front up. I'm telling you, if I'm the 31, I'm probably going to let him get out there and burn that shit up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Burn it up, and I'll come at you on the backside of the run. But these guys are going to have bigger trouble than that if they can't make it on fuel. Because I can tell you that a guy back in 7th, that guy's probably not coming to pit road.
No.
And he's got fresher tires, and he's going to be making ground on you anyway because he's faster.
You said the 00 is on the same pit cycle?
Ooh, somebody in the wall right there. That's going to be 09, Trent Ripley. Hard into the outside wall, and I'm surprised we didn't see a caution off that. Ripley's going to get it back going, but he's still considerable amount off the pace here. He's got the 29 of Eli Green closing up on him. Hey, Garrison. No, now Ripley's going to bring it to pit road. I think the 29 or the 09's enough for him. He's had enough of a torture from that car.
It's stretched out to about 3/10 now. Holland's put a little cushion there. 21's pulling on him.
Yeah, I don't see any way. I really don't, doing the math, that the 21, 31, 12. 12's going to be close. I don't think so, though. Nick Gardner in the 18 is the only one that's inside the window that I can see. I mean, there's other guys that are on 13, but it just...
I told you, man.
Have to save to make it. There ain't no way these guys can make it.
I told you. He did the math before we even considered this happening.
He did. I've been sitting here mathing it, and that's not good when I have to do that. And good thing I'm not one of their crew chiefs, or they'd definitely run their fucking ass out of fuel.
Well, Nick is definitely crew chief material. He crunches the numbers. He figures it up in his head, all on the fly. Says, this is what I need to do. This is how much percent of throttle I need to use.
I'm going to say one word that I say, frequently throughout our broadcast, and we're going to try one more time to wake Nation up. What do you think?
All
right. So that word that he absolutely hates now from it being said all the time is this, and this will wake the broadcast up too. So here we go. Fire! Get your ass up, Nation.
Nothing.
If that don't do it, nothing will, Coop.
All right, we're getting a little bit of a battle brewing back up here. Holland's starting to close the gap a little bit.
So we tried it. Hopefully the broadcast enjoyed that one. Coop don't have the fire on Tuesday nights, so.
I don't really know how to make a fire. That's the problem,
Man, Holland's there. McGregor's a lap car, I believe, in the 71.
Oh, 21's peeling it on pit road.
Yes, I'm telling you, they couldn't make it. Nick Gardner up to P3 or P4 now. Andrew Wagner just ahead of him. Wagner is another one that can probably push it, but it's going to be real close with him. So Holland's going to stay on the track. There's no way Holland can make it, so he's probably going to have to bring her to pit road, or maybe he plans on backing her down and attempting it. I don't know.
Man, you would have to start that right as soon as you got out there, and they just didn't do it.
Yep. The road.
Yep.
We've seen the snail come the last lap, and Holland's coming this time. So I'm going to stay on the 31 because I want to see if he does fuel and tires or just fuel only. I just take a splash of fuel probably. It's a green flag pit stop, so you want to kind of get on and in and out of there as quick as possible. You know what I mean? You're already slowing down enough going down pit road.
Yeah.
Can't we go back to the days where there wasn't no fucking speed limit on the pit road and you could just race down it?
I think there was too much vehicular homicide during that time.
You won't have that on sim racing, Coop.
No. But, well, I mean, maybe we're going to ghost all the cars.
Holland did exactly what I would have done, and he took a splash of fuel. And, man, I'll tell you right now, he's driving that thing off pit road for everything it's got. And the 21's going to come by him right here. Not just that. The 21, no. Nick Gardner putting a 31 a lap down right here. So the 18 is, in fact, the leader. Nick Gardner in the 18 is the leader. Artie Peterson in the 1 is the lap down. And Eli Green is also for position, I believe.
Nope. Nick's going to stay, I think, in the lead. The 12 is the second place car.
He's 7 seconds ahead of the 12 of Andrew Wagner. So Nick Gardner is, in fact, the leader. And could this be the race?
He just peeled it down pit road.
He is not going to make it on fuel and not going to push it. Now I'm surprised. I thought for sure that he was going to stretch it out, but apparently he couldn't. You see Mayhem Moody coming out of his pit stall in 88. Nick Gardner, what's he going to do?
Looks like right side went up.
Right sides are up. So that's right side tires at least.
Yep, getting 4 tires.
So we're going to have to see who tries to push it as we're watching the 12 car, and I think he's coming to pit road right now. No, he's not. He's the one that's going to try to push it. He's saving. Andrew Wagner in the 12 is saving fuel. He's got 9 seconds over Steve Blankenship, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if it's going to do him any good because he's only got 10 seconds over Waterworth. Gary the Snail. So
you can hear him shutting it down.
He's shutting her down. He's definitely attempting to save the fuel, but I just don't think he's got a big enough gap here for it to matter. Dropping her all the way down to the bottom of the track, and he's losing so much speed, dude. So much.
Yeah. He's got to make up a lot of laps if he's backing it down that much.
6.4 seconds with 13 laps to go.
He better go now. He better go now.
Yeah,
if he's
Waterworth is going to catch him. The Snail's going to catch him. He's 4 seconds, 3 seconds back now. So saving the fuel at this point didn't really do any good, Coop.
Nope.
Gary the Snail is coming up right behind him. You see the 3-car Hal Lamy screaming by right now on the outside. But the next car screaming by is going to be the new leader, and that's Gary the Snail. And there's the change for the lead. So we know the 21 can go all the way on fuel. The next car back that we know can go all the way and don't have to save is that 31 of Richard Holland, and he's working the outside of the 00. So Holland in the second, going for the second position now as he screams around the 12 on the outside.
He's got a pretty big gap to trim down, though.
Yeah, Richard Holland trying to trim it down. It's 1.7 seconds right now. But Holland did clear the lap cars here and got the position for P2. So
I think 21's got it all but wrapped up as long as nothing crazy happens.
and we still got 11 laps.
As I said, as long as nothing crazy happens, you know how these late cautions like to come out.
31 was able to shave a 2/10 off that last lap, Coop. I'm counting 2/10 a lap, and he can be there in 10 laps, man. But to do that, you got to push the hell out of your tires. He cut another 10th off in a half a lap right there. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that 31's going to have the pedal to the metal, Desiree. He's got a pretty good-sized gap to make up and not a lot of time to do it. But a caution and green-white checker change it all, wouldn't it, Coop?
Yeah, it would. 1.3 now.
Got another 10th off of it. If Holland doesn't catch him, it wasn't for a lack of not trying. Coop.
Yeah.
Fire, nation.
We're going to come this time by about 1.26. It's about a 10th a lap.
10th off. Yes, sir. Cut another 10th off. That's what you got to do if you're going to track them down. Just make the 10ths go away. And I'll be honest with you, I think the 21 may have been a little more tire abusive than the 31 was. He may have come into pit road a little hotter and locked them down, Coop. We don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch him come into pit road, so Nation is taking a nap, if I had to guess. And he has once again failed to get up on a night there is a broadcast at WFO. Oh, looks like Waterworth, the snail up there, stretching her a little bit.
My scoring chart's all over the place. It keeps pinging 2.5 seconds back to 1.2.
No, it's 1.2.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I don't know why it's doing that.
Mine's staying. Now it's 1.1. Holland actually gained another 10th on him that time by, but there's 6 laps to go, and 1.1 might be a little too much to make up.
Yeah,
we don't know that the 21 ain't saving. Yeah, he probably fell in the goddamn toilet again, forgot his floaties, didn't have a life vest on, and I'm telling you, that guy, he needs to wear a helmet everywhere, literally. Less than a second, Coop.
Yep, it's under a second. He's going to have to shave about 3/10 a lap now.
I'll tell you right now, I told you it wouldn't be for a lack of trying from the 31. He's driving the damn wheels off that car. So the snail is trying to seal the deal. And 0.8 of a second behind the snail, you got a rocket. You got Richard the Rocket Holland.
There it is.
Don't forget his crayons for a snack. Yeah, he's got to quit eating those things.
It's probably what put him to sleep.
Cells. Probably is eating crayons. Either that or he's sniffing lead paint again.
Filling up on Crayola crayons and Elmer's glue. That puts you right to sleep.
All right, so 4 laps to go. It's going to be 3 when they get to the line, Coop. Man, I just don't. I don't know if Holland's going to do it.
Yeah, I think he's out of time.
2 to go.
Got it down
Still
to
0.8 of a second, so he wasn't really able to gain that last time by. He's still sending her, though. No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
They're
We
coming
got a
up
little bit
on
of lap
lap cars,
traffic.
too.
Yep. Might mix it up a little bit. I wish my scoring, my timing is so broken right now.
Out of turn 4 for the white flag one more time.
What timing are you on? Am I behind?
I don't know if you are or not.
No, we got 3 to go.
We got 2 laps. Sorry about that.
We got 3 to go on my board. I don't know. Everything's a lie, man.
I'm showing 123 or 125 now.
Holland's there, man. He's got 4/10 now. He's there.
He's sending her. And they're catching lap traffic fast, too.
Yep. Not that it would be a factor, but there is an HJRM car in front of them. Oh!
Whoa, who's smoking?
We got
Car on the wall, now contact with the leader in the 3 car. Wow, that escalated quickly.
That put Holland down too. Holland lost some ground on him.
That leader might want to make an apology to that 3 car there. He door slammed him pretty good going around him. Now we're at the white flag, Coop.
Yep.
It just showed up on my screen right this time. Holland is there. The 21's got damage on the right front from contact with the 3. Richard Holland has caught him coming into turns 3 and 4. Holland's going to get to the back bumper. Dive it to the middle. There's the block, and there's a red. Watersworth's in the wall. Richard Holland's going to win it. Good job, Richard.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, guy throws the block on you. That's what
I know.
happens.
I'm just saying wow to the finish.
Yep, my hat is off for a finish like that. Good job, Richard Holland. Congratulations.
Get back a little bit further to show you what set this up here.
Yeah, what a great finish.
We had a little contact between the 3.
Coming up the track, but the 21 just shoved her in there, man.
Oh, Howard bounced off the 71 as well, so it was kind of chain reaction.
Yeah, you could have dialed in the bottom a little bit better there and avoided it. But it is what it is.
We're coming up on this final go again. What a finish. Just want to get the slow motion recap of this
one more time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you close up on a guy like that, and what's the leader going to do? He's normally going to block, and Holland was there, and he did what he needed to do to get it done today.
It just ripped the whole front end off of the 21. That was hell of a finish. So Waterworth did come home second place.
Yeah, he got her P2 right here. Slid her across the line and contact once again with the 3 right at the start finish line.
Yep.
So let's
That
get
was.
Richard Holland up here.
Let's get him up here.
Got him, Coop.
All right, Richard Holland, buddy. We saw you have about a 2-second gap there on that end of them pit stops, and you guys are running through traffic. What? I don't even know what to say, man. How did that happen?
I don't know. We just stretched it out on the pit stop before that. Me and the 21 pitted at the same time. You pitted right behind me, and we both had, I thought, fairly good pit stops and just got out clean and in and out clean. I don't know what everybody else did, but after it cycled around, we had like a 2-second lead on him and just kept pulling him. I don't know if we just, I don't know. I really don't know what happened there, but if it was just a clean pit stop, so what? I'm not really sure.
Well, you had that huge gap, and you come back on him, and then waited till the absolute latest that you could, and he threw that block there. Did you kind of plan that he was going to block, or did you kind of think maybe he'd give you the run there on the inside?
No, I mean, I knew he was going to block. He had damage there because the lead lap cars there got into him, I guess, and gave me the run. And I knew he was going to block me, but it was the last lap coming off of 4. I wasn't going to lift. So
That's right.
I had the run. And he knew I was coming. He had damage. I mean, he knew I was going to get a run, and he saw me coming. He blocked me all the way down off the backstretch. He went low, so I knew it was coming. So I wasn't going to lift.
Yep, you did what you needed to do and brought you to victory lane. Richard Holland, I'm proud of you, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. We battled all night. We got on that restart there. One of the restarts, there was a job. It got all messed up, and I got rear-ended, got a lot of damage, almost a whole minute. I repaired it. Never did take my quick repair. So this thing was fast even after repairing that damage. But we went all the way to the back and then battled around, got back to the front because we had more tires than everybody else, stayed out, and the caution came out. So kind of pinned everybody on the tail on the lead lap. So we lucked out there.
Well, hell of a job, man. That's going to be your second win for this ARCA car, correct?
Yep.
That's going to give you a little edge going into the chase now. We're setting up, man. It's going to be a tight points battle. Got to seal the deal.
Well, that's the thing.
You got the chase over there. Helmlinger posted it, so.
Yeah, we can bring those up.
I was kind of thinking that with everybody winning one race, the points when we go to the chase was going to be tight. So if there was a chance to steal this win, I wanted to get it.
Oh, for sure, man. If there's any chance at all, you gotta go for it. Because these guys, it's been a tight battle all the way through. As we're gonna look at the points right now, it's gonna be you in P1 with Corey Cook behind you, Keaton Tripp in 3rd, Eli Green 4th, John Sanu in 5th. Actually, this might be the finishing. I'm not sure what.
That's not the finishing. That's the playoffs.
That's the playoffs official. Okay.
Yes.
Then we got John Sanu in 5th, Ryan Daniels in 6th, 7th is Brandon Wenning, and 8th is Nick Gardner. So that's going to be your top 8 for this playoffs. Going to be interesting, man.
It's going to be a challenge, that's for sure. A lot of good drivers in there.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Chase race number 1 is going to take us to that Homestead.
Yeah, I believe that is chase race number 1 next week is going to be at Homestead.
So we know you like that track, Richard. That's one of your favorites to go to.
Yep. I like running Homestead for sure.
And
so
I believe you're competing for a championship in both the series too.
Yeah, definitely. We actually came in tonight the points leader in both series, and this gives me 2 wins in both series, so we're locked in and we're ready to go. Hopefully we have a lot of good luck, and like I said, it's going to be tough, though. There's a lot of guys that can race in here, a lot of fast guys, pretty much everybody that's in that top 8, and some guys that didn't even make it. You know what I mean? That's actually how competitive it is. I don't even think Ricky made the chase, so it just kind of shows you that how fast this league is and how competitive it is and how fast the guys are that race in it.
No, and now that you mention that, Rick Fagone actually missed it by one position.
Yeah, yeah, that's too bad.
That's how crazy it is.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what happens when you have 9 different winners across the series, man. That's just how it goes.
It's competitive.
It's it's unfortunate because you no longer can get in on points alone. Now you got to get that win. When you get that late and that many winners, you've got to get a win.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, again, congratulations, man. Hell of a finish. I think that was probably the most exciting finish I've seen at Chicagoland. Chase a guy down
Yeah.
like that. So
Well, I was catching him a little bit. He was doing a hell of a job holding his own out there. I mean, he didn't really mess up, but maybe like one corner he hung it out there a little bit. But he did a hell of a job, and I wouldn't have caught him had he not run into that trouble with the lap down cars there. He did an awesome job. I mean, I feel bad that he got into that situation because that's what allowed me to catch him.
yeah.
But it's unfortunate that he had to get taken out there at the end. But like I say, I mean, we're coming off of 4, coming to the checkers, and I had the run, and he was clearly showing me that he was going to block me, so I wasn't going to lift. So
Well, man, again, congratulations. You got anybody you want to thank for the night's win?
just the guys on HJRM, the team, everybody, Hal and Ricky, Brad, you race with us and stuff. Just like I say, every week we kind of try to help each other out and work off each other and throw things at each other. If someone's struggling, we try to pick them up and stuff, and it helps a lot. And like I say, every week, if I'm in the broadcast with you guys for everything you guys do, the league, the broadcast, it's a lot of thankless effort that you don't get much credit for. You guys do it for nothing, and we appreciate it as drivers to be able to race here and be able to go back, watch these broadcasts, all the stuff that you guys do. So we
Oh
appreciate it.
hell, I don't do it for nothing, buddy. I get kicks out of this. I'm
Me
getting.
too.
Yeah. Nation's
It's
doing
fun.
special favors for you.
Oh yeah.
Nation is I again missing in action.
Yep.
That guy needs to be fired.
He was
he's
fired 3 or
gotta
4
be-
times tonight.
I think he's
he's
suspended.
He's like that guy on that movie, The Office or whatever. When
Dwight?
they fired him. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
and he
don't
went
pay
to
him
the
anymore. He's
basement.
like, yeah. He's like, I
Yeah.
need my paycheck. Like, go to the basement.
Nation's now in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he didn't wear his floaties and went to the toilet again and fell in and hadn't found his way out yet. But
Oh boy.
he's Nation, needs to be with a helmet and a rubber room.
Yeah.
All right, Fagone, we got a couple more interviews to do. Or
All right, guys.
Richard, tell
Appreciate it, guys.
Fagone our condolences for missing it by one spot in the chase. I feel bad for him.
I will. I do too. I'll let him know.
We're gonna say
Appreciate it,
rest in peace to his chase chances for Enrique.
Yeah, he's in it in the truck series, so we'll go get him.
And Garrison Schrader said, "Way to bend the sheet metal."
Yeah.
I think that meant awesome finish, Richard.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I do feel bad. I mean, I don't really want to take anybody out. I don't want to see anybody get wrecked. It's really not the
No.
way you want to win a race. But I mean, if I was in his position, I probably would have done the same thing. But I also would have expected the same thing. So if I'm coming down the backstretch showing I'm going to block, I'm coming off
it's
the
gonna happen.
final lap. It's going to happen. You're going to get roughed up. It's just how it is. But
It is. It's textbook, Richard. It's just textbook, man. All right, congrats. We're going to go to P2 Coop and
thanks, guys.
we're going to look for the snail.
Where is the snail?
Calling the snail.
Gary Waterworth. If you are
I
in
don't
the
see
stream,
him in Discord, damn it.
I don't either.
Where is the snail at?
There he is. He's in staging, bud. He's in staging.
Oh, he made it in here.
Yeah, he did.
All right. We'll get him moved up here to the broadcasting room. Gary the snail, you got a copy?
How we doing?
God damn, that was a finish.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but I burned my tires a little too much off of that last pit stop there, and Richard was catching me anyway, but man, those lappers really gave me a shot those last 2 laps that kind of slowed me down a little too much.
Yeah, we seen you guys catching a lap traffic, up in the broadcast booth, and we knew it was going to play a factor in the race, but we didn't know how significant that factor was going to be. And we did see the 12 car or the 21 car get damage on that right front. And how much did that affect your car there at the end, Gary?
Definitely slowed me down in the 3 and 4. It hurt more than 1 and 2, but it slowed me down regardless. Once I took it, I figured if I slowed down, I was going to lose the spot anyway. So I kept it in the gas, hoping he wouldn't continue to come down the track. But whatever, next week.
Yeah, there's next week, man. And I'll tell you, first race at WFO, right?
Just got the talked about it with Corey and watched him run the first couple weeks that he was in it, and thought he was going to be here, but we'll be running next week, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here, Gary?
I think guys running the league. It's a lot of fun. Glad to be in an ARCA league, and a lot of clean racing out there for the most part, from what I've seen. So good to be around.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in the booth quite a bit. You're definitely fast out
Definitely
there.
ain't no snail, buddy.
You're not a
Definitely ain't.
snail.
I like these ARCA cars, so it's nice to get to race them and it not be official, or not to have as much on the line for it, but still take it serious. So
Absolutely. Thank you, Gary, and good luck to you in the future, buddy.
thank you guys.
And congrats again on the P2 tonight.
Thank you. We'll try to make it one better later on.
There you go. All right, so that was Gary Waterworth, aka Gary the Snail.
Yeah, that
So
ain't
we
no
got
snail,
our-
man. He's gonna get some wins.
We have our third place driver in the staging room now. And I'll move him up here. Coop, you got this one?
Yeah, 29 Eli Green coming home in third place tonight. Eli, you got a copy?
Shit.
Shit, he says. Well, I mean, you weren't the slow guy on the track for sure, man. You were up there running top 5 all night long. You had a pretty solid night. The points are officially posted. You're going to start the chase off in 4th. So pretty solid points night for you tonight. How did that work out there in the last few laps?
The last few laps were fine. I mean, I honestly thought I had the car. I was going to win it. But then we got halfway through the race, and after a cluster of green flag pit stops, and I got a lucky dog, I had to start in the end of the field. That's when I kind of saw some more people who were really picking up speed in the later part of the race, or I hadn't seen before. So it kind of turned on me in the middle of the race. And I still was fast, but I mean, I don't know where Gary and Richard and how they held the speed. They just the speed, how they didn't lose it. I couldn't keep up at all. So they were flying compared to me. I mean,
Do you think maybe the transitional of the track is with these changes that the iRacing has made? Do you think that affects some of it, the rubbering up and everything, the heat?
I got tighter as it went on, and I was kind of pushing, and I think I ate my tires up a lot faster in the middle to the end. But also just, I mean, they were side by side racing, and I couldn't catch them. They were getting away from me, and they were side by side racing each other, and I still couldn't catch up. So I mean, it was just kind of I had no chance at all. But I got some good strategy in after getting destroyed, um, and a little bit of a green flag wreck, I guess you could say. And I kind of got some strategy and was able to finish it in third. So I mean, I can't complain about that.
Well, I mean, don't rack your brain too hard about it. It's definitely a solid points night, and you're coming into the chase. You've definitely got a chance to be there for the end of this thing. We just talked about how competitive everything's been all season with 8-9 different winners this season. So you made the cut. You were able to get up in there, and we know you're capable of winning. We're going to Homestead for the first race of the chase. You favor that track? Is that one of your favorites there?
No, it sucks. It's tight and awful. I'm not gonna do good. I mean, maybe top 5 if I'm lucky. I mean, you never know. I could be good, but it's just I hate that track. Bristol, on the other hand, I think Vern witnessed what happened at Bristol last time I was at Bristol here, WFO. Like that was my first win. So
Well, we
That
are
might have
pulling
been,
straws, man.
actually.
we're pulling straws at this point. So it is going to be a selective playoff, and we're going to eliminate drivers. And by the end of this thing, man, if you could put down a good top 5 at that track you don't like and then get you a win, you're going to be there at the end of it, you know?
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know how the playoff structure or whatever works, so we'll have to figure that out.
We got 8 drivers when we start, and when we get done with the third race, which is going to be Texas Motor Speedway, we're going to eliminate half that field.
And does a win get you in?
Yeah, I believe a win will carry you right into Rockingham for the championship.
Okay.
So there you go, young man.
We'll take it and see what we can do. Definitely got to worry about Holland though. He's really catching some speed at tracks like I feel like Homestead. He's gonna kill us in. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely intermediate ovals for that guy. You got to look out
He's
for him at
picking up
those ones.
speed too when it counts at the end of the season.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
Oh yeah.
But again, man, nothing to take away from you. Third place, it's hard to do here. This ARCA car, these guys are competitive as hell. I've never seen a points battle this tight in WFO. So this is definitely, we're rewriting the history books here. And you got anybody you want to thank for the playoff berth?
I mean, of course, the Humper Bumper Motorsports, or is it Bumper Humper or
Bumper
Humper
Humper.
Motorsport?
Bumper Humper.
Yeah.
I don't know where Jeff was tonight, but we have a good time in there. We run around and figure stuff out, and appreciate
It
you
is the
guys.
Bumper Humper.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys as always with the good old broadcasting.
Out there humping all the bumpers, you boys do. Bumper humpers.
We saw some good bumper love tonight, but
Oh
it was
yeah,
a
I
hell
had
of
a
a
lot of
finish.
that.
Seen some door love too, maybe a little bit of wall love and
Yeah,
Little
bumper
foreplay.
love. And
I don't
They-
think you saw my lap 83 where I had a bit of a shit show go down. I don't think
yes,
you
I
witnessed
did.
that.
I was
Oh,
watching
you
it.
did?
I seen it all on my screen, Eli. I know it went down and who it went down with and why it went down that way. I don't know why it went down that way, but it did go down.
Yeah, I don't know how I finished third with that, but oh,
Yeah, it situations like that. I don't know. I don't know what to say about them, but they do make it exciting for I and Vern to watch up in the booth,
Absolutely.
and we love watching you guys get down there in the infield grass from time to time. It's a little enjoyable. We kind of giggle.
We hate,
It's
we really, honestly, we hate, for you to be the victim, but we love it for the action in the broadcast booth. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
yeah.
It,
That's
it's bad when we have to talk to you about it. We know you're the victim of it, but when it happens, we are kind of ha 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 ha.
we're even
Yeah,
happier though
I
to see a
understand.
rebound.
Yeah, we are. That was a good rebound right there to come back and get a top 3, Eli.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So
But maybe without it, you might could have won the damn thing. Who knows?
yeah, I don't think so. I think they had me on that one.
They had some fast hot rods up in 1 and 2 tonight.
Oh yeah, they did.
But that's it for me. I ain't got no more questions for the young man. What about
All
you,
right.
Coop?
Hey, I just got to tell him congratulations on the playoff berth and go get him, man. Go get him. Give it hell.
Yeah, we'll try, I guess.
Go get them, and good luck to all the bumper humpers out there, Eli.
Yep. And good luck to the top 8. Good luck to the
All
top
the
8 and the
bumper
points.
humpers.
We're going to put that up one more time just to get the points up there on the screen again. Just so you guys get an idea. This is no numbers next to it. This is official playoff berth. There's your top 8 going into Homestead next week. This will be Richard Holland with the 2 wins. I think that's the only two wins driver.
Can you blow that up for the old people?
Yeah, I can maybe blow it up a little
See
bit.
if you can expand that feller, because us old people can't see that.
Let me see if I can zoom in just a skosh.
Oh, I got it right there. Richard Holland, P1, Corey Cook, Keaton Tripp, Eli Green, John Sanu, Ryan W. Daniels, Brandon Winning, and the Dent Wizard, Nick Gardner. So right there, for anyone whose eyes work like mine, blew it up for you. Thanks a lot, Coop.
Yep. Well, again, that's exciting racing. It was exciting all the way through and right up there to the very last turn, the last stretch. And the excitement hasn't stopped yet. We're going to go into Homestead with a tight points battle. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can get my stream key to work correctly and we can get Homestead, get some pre race interviews, get these guys' take on.
Oh, it's going to happen, man.
We're going to get this kicked off
I ain't got
right.
nothing going on Tuesday, so we're going to get started in advance.
Right on.
Make sure it's working. Do want to apologize to everyone for the stream getting started late. YouTube's been playing shitty between me and Coop for, I don't know, 4 or 5 races now.
Yep.
But we got it straightened out. Man, look at the likes you got in the broadcast, Coop. You killed it tonight, buddy. Thank you.
No problem, man. I appreciate having the opportunity to come in here and do this. I love doing it. I love to talk. You know that.
Yep. That's why we got you in here. You were the perfect candidate for it.
He's always telling me to shut up. I got to go to bed.
Look whose fucking light went green at the end.
Oh, did you see
Look
that?
who's in here. Fire, fire, fire.
No, it was false alarm. He rolled over on the keyboard, pushed to talk.
No, he can hear us now, fucker.
I'll see you guys.
That's
when
right,
I'm
Nation. I'm talking to you.
Take care, Eli. Have a good night, buddy.
He's
All right.
not even gonna say anything.
Nope.
Just before he's gonna wait till after you end the broadcast. Watch.
Nation, can you just say thank you for joining us at WFO and the Tuesday ARCA series, Twisted Tuesdays. Make sure you tune in next week, 9 o'clock, for our Homestead Playoff Race 1. Can you say that, Nation? Can you repeat that back to me? You could have said it better than I would.
Crickets.
Crickets. Well, again, make sure you guys tune in.
Everyone.
Thank everybody for coming out.
Like and subscribe. That's what it's all about. We're going to bring you all the action. Coop on Tuesday night. Vernon Nation on Wednesday night. Whenever Nation comes in. I don't know.
He's slacking.
I don't know where Nation's been, but probably sleeping, taking a nap. But he's old man. Got to cut him a break, Coop. But that's it, Coop. Close her out whenever you're ready, man.
All right. Well, we're going to cut her right now. We'll cut you some slack, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.